Good morning, Mary Cassidy here with Tap Out Stress and Mary Cassidy Integrative Wellness. I'm here to do a little video on the stress that we're all relating to with the COVID-19, the coronavirus. So I'm just going to show you how to do some tapping around the feelings that come up in your day-to-day walk right now so that you can be more present and feel a little more calm and peaceful and serene as we go through something that none of us has ever experienced before. So what is tapping? Tapping is basically a pattern interrupt where you tap on the acupuncture meridians and de-stress fast yourself. So it's based on the 5,000-year-old Chinese acupuncture system, and it's done without needles. You use your own fingers and you interrupt a feeling or a thought or a belief that is coming up for you that is unproductive. So let's get started with tapping out coronavirus stress. And I'll show you how to do it. You identify the stress. So for some people it's a picture, some people it's a sound or a movie or just a feeling in their gut. So just imagine the empty shelves at the store or reading an article and rate your stress as a result of looking at that or seeing it or feeling it or hearing somebody talking about getting it or any of those kind of things. Just identify one memory, one thought of the coronavirus. For me, it is the empty shelves. And that brings up confusion, fear, any of those kind of things. Anxiety, is it going to happen to me? Do I need to isolate? If you're immune compromised, am I going to get it? Is the healthcare system going to be able to help me if I do get it and I have to go to the hospital? The anger and resentment and bitterness and worry about people hoarding basic supplies that might be needed by healthcare systems, masks, the sanitizer, and then just regular stuff like toilet paper. It's been kind of a weird deal. Anyway, so identify it. We're going to name it as coronavirus. 0, you're not stressed at all. 10 is super stressed. So let's just imagine that one of those pictures caused you a lot of stress, and we'll say it's a 10. And what you'll do is tap right here and just say that 10 feeling, those empty shelves. I release and let go all the feelings, all the anxiety, all the pictures, that anxiety in my gut, the worry, the concern, the anger. I release and let it go. You can even tap on top of your head. This is emotional freedom technique, EFT, faster EFT, addressing the neurological systems where we have emotion and beliefs and memories and feelings. So you just tap on the side of your, just a few times under the eye, release and let go of the coronavirus, those empty shelves. Because I'm actually in my office, there are no empty shelves here. I'm just making them up in my mind. You can do above your lip, under, collarbone. It's safe to let it go. Squeeze your wrist, take a deep breath, and say peace. And I want you to go to a happy, calm, peaceful memory. It's just like switching train tracks. So just go to something that every time you go there in your mind, it makes you happy. For me today, it's the daffodils in the background, the smell, the feeling of spring, and it just, I rate it. 0, it doesn't make me happy at all. 10 makes me super happy. I can get it to a 10. So you want to get a happy, calm, peaceful thought that gets you there. That's a 10. Ready? And then now we're going to go back to coronavirus. How strong is it? It was a 10. Now it's an 8. To say I release and let it go. I'm okay. We're going to get through this. Under the eye, it's safe to let it go. It's safe to take the precautions I need to take and still be calm and peaceful and happy. It's safe to be useful to my family by being clear-headed and switching off the fight, flight, or freeze response. It's safe to let all my body responses, all this stress to the coronavirus, COVID-19, it's safe to let it shift. Many of my reactions are based on stories from other people. It's safe to let it go. It's safe to do some distancing from other people until everything gets under control. We have everything that we need in the moment. Squeeze your wrist, take a deep breath, and say peace. Peace. All right, go back to your happy memory. Mine are the daffodils. I just see them in my mind, see your happy memory in your mind, feel it, hear it if there's sound involved, and then take another breath and say peace. So we basically do the same process over and over until you get that one picture to zero. So mine is the coronavirus, COVID-19. You can tap on the top of your head, between your eyes. That picture in my mind of empty shelves, I'm just making it up because it's not happening right here, right now. I release and let go of my response to this, the confusion, the overwhelm, the sadness, hopelessness, and helplessness, and everything else. I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Feel your fingers tapping, and then pause, squeeze your wrist, take a breath, and say peace. All right, go back to your happy memory. Just for a moment, flash over there like switching train tracks. Neurologically, it's a pattern interrupt. And then come on back to COVID-19 coronavirus. How strong is it? Rate it. Again, 0, not at all. 10 strong. Mine is about a 6. That picture in my mind is changing because I can't really imagine it anymore. It starts dissolving. I release and let this picture go. Those empty shelves, those feelings, that article, whatever I saw or felt or overheard that is causing my feelings about COVID-19 and coronavirus. I release and let them go. I wiggle my toes, feel them on the floor. It's a mindfulness practice of being present and staying in my body. Feel your fingers tapping. It's safe to let these feelings shift and change. Squeeze your wrist, take another deep breath, and say peace. Peace. All right, let's check it again. Check your memory. Tap along with me. COVID-19, coronavirus, the picture of the shelves being empty at the store. It's about a 4. I release and let go of all those feelings, all those stories. And even though I've never seen that before in more than one store, I completely love and accept myself. You can tap above your lip, under the lip, collarbone. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm here, right now, tapping out these stressors so that I can be present and access my parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest, instead of the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight, flight, or freeze. Squeeze your wrist. Take a breath and say peace. All right, let's check it again. That one picture, that sound, that feeling for you. Mine was that empty shelves, and it's a 2. I can barely see it anymore in my mind. I release and let go of that 2 feeling. It's safe to let it go. It's safe to be safe. Take the precautions necessary and let the rest go. Squeeze your wrist, take another breath, and say peace. Go back to your happy memory. Mine's daffodils, the smell of spring, the color, the bright yellow. It totally makes me happy. And then come on back and go back to your stressor, the health stressor, COVID-19 coronavirus. Identify, you've already identified it, so rate it. Mine is about a 1. You rate yours, 0, not at all, 10 strong, and tap it down. I release and let this go. I'm okay. I've taken the precautions necessary. I wash my hands a lot. Got everything that I need. And this is changing, this feeling, this stress inside me. It's not serving me anymore, so I release and let it go. It's safe to be clear-headed and make good, wise choices, even amidst this health scare. Squeeze your wrist, take a breath, and say peace. So nice to be present with you. Thank you for joining me today. Mary Cassidy, Tap Out Stress. Let's rate it again. Rate your picture, sound, feeling about coronavirus, COVID-19. My picture in my head, I can't really see it. It's a 0, so I've neutralized it. I release and let go of anything else about the coronavirus and COVID-19 that scares me, that where I scare myself with those pictures, those movies, those articles, the media, the television, the sound of the television, the constant news reports. Maybe, just maybe, it's a good idea to do some social distancing from the media. Maybe, just maybe, it's good to take some time off from all the toxic information that's coming in. Gather the information that you need. Stay safe and stay healthy. And let all of that other frantic, frenzied information that's being pushed at you, let it go. Make a choice to separate yourself. Do some distancing from the media. Squeeze your wrist, take a breath, and say peace. You're doing great. All right. So now let's check it again. Your particular image or movie or sound or feeling, rate it. I'm rating mine. It was the empty shelves. It's 0 because it's not happening right now. I'm sitting here talking to you. So it's 0. And what I'd like to do is just do one more round of anything else that's left, any other fear, uncertainty, or doubt, any other stories or anxiety, any other worries or concern about myself or my loved ones or the world at large or my community. I release and let it go. It's safe to let it shift and change. I'm letting it go. I make better decisions when I'm more relaxed and calm and peaceful in a rest and digest mode, the parasympathetic stimulated inside me. And that's what tapping does. It just relaxes and settles down your nervous system, interrupting the anxiety and the stress response so that you can feel better fast just by doing a little tapping. Squeeze your wrist, take another deep breath, and say peace. All right, that was about 10 or 12 minutes to take an anxiety, a stressor, especially about COVID-19 or coronavirus, and tap it down to neutral. If yours is still at a number higher than neutral, then just watch this video over again and tap it down to neutral. Be sure to stop in between rounds and go to your happy memory. And if it's not a strong enough one, you have to have a happy memory, happy, calm, peaceful memory that is a 10 or more. Every time you go there, it is so good so that you can really feel it and see it and know it. And that interrupts the neurological networking that's going on. And then go back and you've identified it, that picture, that article, that movie, rate it, tap it, and then check it again. Go to your happy memory. Be sure, if you have any questions, to email me at Mary@TapOutStress. You can go to my website, download a 9-minute stress buster audio that I have on my website. You can join my mailing list, and be sure and message me if you have any questions, if you get stuck. I'm happy to help. This is a stressful time in our communities, in our families, and globally. So let's do our part by being mindful and staying present in the moment instead of future tripping about what could happen or having it linked to something that happened in the past and getting worried and concerned about something back there. So just stay present, take deep breaths, and interrupt your stress with tapping. Thank you so much for joining me. Mary Cassidy, Tap Out Stress. Talk to you soon.